Life is a journey made up of experiences. Some are good, some bad, some happy, some sad. We may all be different, but we're connected through the fact that no matter who we are, our stories all have hills and valleys. And so tonight we dedicate this episode to those who take control and turn things around. Welcome to Sim Soul Sessions. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the show, our final episode for this season. Tonight in our safe space, we're talking to social media influencer Tanaania Tracy, who is currently making the best of what she says is the do-over she has been given after her previous life served her some serious struggles. You can join in the conversation tonight by using the hashtag SimSoulSessions. First, though, as we've done in previous seasons, we're going to get some feedback from you, our Soul Sessions, we call you, on Season 3 of Sim Soul Sessions. So let's have a look at what you had to say.
What I really like about Sim Soul Sessions is that we really never know who the guests are going to be. It's like a bunch of roses, and Sim Soul Sessions picks a personality. The personality comes with their sweet fragrance, their thorns and their leaves. And when they share their story, we cry, we smile, we laugh, we have fear, and it stirs hope, release, and we have freedom. And we realize we, the audience, are just not alone. I choose to highlight Christopher Johnny Daly because he makes us laugh so much all the time, and we really never knew where his roots were until Sim Soul Sessions.
Let me just start off by saying I've been one of your biggest fans since I can remember. Morning TV, Smile Jamaica, it's morning time, bellyfuls of laughter. Then I saw your social media post promo about your new show, Sim Soul Session. I said definitely had to see this one. Told my mom about it, and from the first episode till now, we've never missed a season since. My most memorable episode this season was the true resilience and power and strength of Trishana McGowan, and most importantly, your remarkable story. Thank you for creating such a safe space and avenue to let go, let peace, and let the healing begin. I got my Sim Soul journal. Thank you so much, Simone. And remember to count your blessings. Love you, Simone.
Sim Soul Session on TVG has been one of the most inspirational local television series. 3 episodes that stood out to me was the one with Chuck Fender, Brian Cuff. But the one that drove it or brought it home to me was the one that was dedicated to Simone's mom. I saw the hands of God. Imagine a program that started a year before her death was exactly what Simone needed during this difficult season. I enjoyed this program and I can't wait for the next season. Thank you.
Hi Simone, I'm all the way in France and I just can't wait for Fridays to log on to YouTube and watch brand new episodes of Sim Soul Sessions. Thank you so much for creating this safe space. I've really never seen TV or experienced it like this before. It gives me a little taste of home and reminds me of the warmness of my Jamaican people. Thanks for sharing your journey with you and your mom. And I can't wait for season 4. Just don't keep us waiting for too long. Thank you. Love you.
Gosh, thank you so much, guys. I tell you, if it was up to me, we would not break. We just keep going, but such is the nature of production. Production takes funds and support, and we have your support. So we are going to work really, really hard for our season 4. And let me just plug in here, and shamelessly so, it doesn't matter. Grace Foods, Victoria Mutual Building Society, and our friends at Digicel, who are on board for season 3, or who were on board and powered season 3. All my love and thanks to you. Our soul session, Tanya McDonald tried long and hard to record a clip for us tonight, but her phone would not allow it. Having phone issues. Well, our sponsor, Digicel Jamaica, is going to help you with that. So Digicel is going to give you a brand new handset, Ms. McDonald, so that anytime we reach out to you again to record a video for this show, or not, or just so you have a chance to be in touch with friends and family so you can be better together, as their tagline says, you can do that with a phone that actually works. All right, so when we come back, we're going to talk to tonight's guest, social media influencer and entrepreneur, Tanaania Tracy, her story. Something else, you only have to hear it for yourself, and the best way to do that is to stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show, everybody. So meet Tanaania Tracy, social media influencer, entrepreneur, and survivor of life. A trained nurse, she's had to tend to some wounds of her own that she's been dealt, but thankfully she's now seeing signs of healing from her own work that she's been doing, and she's with us now. Hola.
Hi, Simone.
How good to have you in this chair.
Thank you so much.
It's good to have you.
Thank you.
Are you nervous?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, that's a good thing. Little nerves go a long way. I look at you and you're sitting here. You're so beautiful.
Thank you.
And people watch you on social, a community that you have.
True.
And when I think about it, a community about the size of Portmore with the number of followers that you have.
When you
Think
put it
about-
like that.
It is true. And people watch you and think, this girl must have the best life ever. Everything must have been great. But it's not always that way.
True.
And you tell me now you're on the second of 2 lives and this is your do-over.
Yeah.
So I want to get a little bit into that. But let me start at the beginning with your independent spirit,
Right.
which is clear when you watch your videos and just look at the threads throughout your life. At 19, you decided you were moving out of your parents' house and going on your own.
Yeah.
Pardon?
I mean, I always tell people that my mother never asked me to leave. It was never a case where I needed to go, but I just felt like it was time for me to kind of figure things out on my own, because I've always been that type of person. I've always been driven, always been entrepreneurial, always been free-spirited. So I just kept taking clothes till one week and I never came back. It's really a sad story if you ask my mother, because it's something I don't think she has forgiven me for as yet.
Really?
But yeah, you know, because like I said, it's not like something happened, you know. She did the best she could, but it was just me. I felt like I wanted to go figure it out on my own, and that's exactly what I did.
Where did that come from, Tanaania, you think? I mean, I listened to your name. I think you were born for greatness. Because a name like Tanaania is so unique.
Right, you feel
and
like you should
unusual.
hear it
I
all
feel like
over,
you should be
right?
a star for true. So you're living your purpose clearly. But where does that zest to just want to do it now and figure it out for myself, where did that come from?
I don't know. It feels innate. Sometimes it's just me. I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like, I think it's something divine, you know. I feel led a lot of times. Sometimes I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing, but it feels right within my spirit, and I say, all right, then right, not left, because right is the way that my spirit says I should go.
So you listen to your gut.
I do.
So at 19, you're going out there now. What does 19-year-old Tanaania feel? Are you excited? Are you scared? Are you a little bit of both? Are you apprehensive? What's happening?
So 19-year-old Tanaania was much more fearless than I am now, I guess, because I was new to life, basically. It held all these possibilities. You know, I could try whatever I really wanted to. I was never bruised at the time, you understand? I was much more whole, yeah? So I was just going into nursing school. My dad said, you know, let's do this. I was confused because at the time, like I said, free spirit as I wasn't sure which direction I wanted to go into, but you had to do something because, of course, you know, you have traditional parents and Dr. Laya, nurse, Indian chief. And nurse was where he said I should go. And I said, all right, then fine, let's do this. So, you know, I apply UA and I said, all right, then I had a lot of second thoughts because, of course, like I said, I guess I didn't own my spirit as yet. So as much as I knew it didn't feel right, I wasn't strong enough at that time to say, look, here, this isn't for you. Wait until you have figured it out. So I did it. Studied for 3 years. I graduated with my BSc in nursing. And I said, all right, then let me go to where you're supposed to go. Let me go to the University of the Hospital and let's work. And I started working. And I have to say that as much as I was good at it, I didn't love it. And as the year went on, I felt like I was slowly losing myself, right? I didn't feel that zest for life anymore. I didn't feel connected to what I was doing. I never felt like I was reaching anyone, you know? I didn't feel like if I had passed on, anyone would even remember me.
Tanaania, you said that to me when we spoke, and I couldn't even wrap my head.
That's how I felt.
Because you felt like what you were doing was...
It just wasn't me. It felt like I was faking it. Felt like I was faking it. Felt like I was living somebody else's dream. Basically, I was in the backseat of my own life. That's how I describe it. So I had the conversation with Mom, because at this time, you know, like I said, I'm not living at home anymore. And then I'm having these feelings. I feel like I was probably depressed, you know. And I said to her, I want to leave. I want to quit. And she was like, you know what do you mean you want to quit? We spent all this money. You studied for so long. You know, why would you want to quit? And I'm like, I can't explain it, but I just feel like if you buried me today, nobody would remember that I was gone. And she said, well, you have to tell your father. And I was like, me not tell him. And she said, yes, you have to tell him. And I said, well, no, we not tell him. And exactly to the year, I handed in my resignation letter. I said, all right, not sure what I wanted to do, but I kind of always had that entrepreneurial spirit. So I was selling scrubs, you know, shoes and stuff like that. And the guy I was dating at the time said to me, let me invest in a business for you. Because, of course, I was doing nursing, but I knew a little bit about fashion, about looking good, how clothes made you feel, and, you know, just how it could portray your personality. And I said, all right, he saw the light in me that I didn't see in myself.
He actually said to you,
yes,
anything you touch
turns to gold.
So let's run with this.
Let's do this. And I said, all right, never know what else. And I said, all right, then let's try it. And that was how Shop Necessities was born. So, of course, you know, didn't study business, don't really know nothing, out here freestyling. I'm a queen of freestyling. I have to tell you.
You freestyling that business.
Freestyle right
Those
through.
books ain't being done.
I'm not doing nothing, you know, no about accounting, no about customer service, but we're getting it. You understand?
And you're selling stuff, so the business is doing well.
People loved it. I mean, like I say, a lot of it felt natural. So it was a very public relationship and also a very public store. So from you came there, you'd have seen us, you know, you'd have interacted with me, with him. It was beautiful, no lie. It was amazing. That was probably a really good 4 years. But while I was learning the business, I was also learning myself.
Well, on there, don't even go no further. Come have to take a break, and I don't want you to get too deep because that statement is profound. While you were learning the business, you were also learning yourself.
True.
And you had lost so much of yourself during nursing. I want to ask if you feel like you had started to find yourself even while you were learning yourself. Tanaania is coming back to develop on this story. Because I could sit here all day and just make her talk. Clearly this is what she does, right? We're going to take the break and come back and hear how the freestyling ended. We'll be right back. All right, so we're back with Tanaania, everybody, who has done 3 years of nursing and has decided she don't bother interests. It took you 6 months to tell your father. 6 months for you and your mother.
I couldn't break his heart.
How did he respond when you actually?
He was very disappointed. And because I have 2 sisters who would follow me, you know, and I think he did put a lot of hope into me, and I know he felt crushed. But
so when you started your business, obviously now that would have been a lifeline for you, and you'd have started to feel better about yourself.
Right.
You know, you would hope that your father and your mother would see that you're building something, and things are going really well. And then,
I mean, the business was going really well, but the relationship at the time had a lot of challenges. But of course, he saw the light in me and he believed in me. And I was saying, all right, then let's see through. You know, Jay-Z and Beyonce, everybody wants to ride to the wheels fall off, you understand? Even though I knew there were some red flags and probably I should have taken my lesson from him, that I was great, and probably kept it pushing. But me is hard and I always like to learn on my own. And so we kept the relationship going for 8 years. And by this time, you know, everything was kind of feeling the strain, because 8 years is a long time, right? People grow, and of course I told you I was learning myself, and I feel like he started to present to me as somebody else. And struggling with the relationship kind of transmitted into struggling with the business too. Couldn't focus a lot, just a lot of turmoil, and I decided that I would have had to leave. I'd have had to leave, and I would have started over on my own, from scratch, building everything my way.
starting over.
Starting over again.
Like learning.
Everything from scratch. Remember, say, you know, you live with the man, and the man nice, and him cook, and him wash, and him clean, and everything. I don't know nothing, Simone. Like I said, I leave my mother's house. She never pushed me out. But I said, all right then, probably this is a lesson that I should learn. So let's go, let's do this on your own. We'll figure it out.
Tell me, over those 8 years while you were learning the business, what were you learning about you?
I realized that I valued myself way more than I was really putting up with. I was stronger than I knew. I had a type of spirit that I could tell when something was off. I felt like I was really, you know, growing into a woman. Yeah. So I realized that I didn't like to do certain things. I like to be honest about certain things. I was very open. I laughed loudly. I wanted to go out, have friends. I wanted to be me, you know? Like I said, I was always a free spirit. So to kind of be cloaked up in the way that we were, it didn't nurture me in any way. I really, again, felt like I was drying up.
So when you look back at 19-year-old Tanaania,
Yeah.
at that stage, or even now, what would you tell her?
I would have actually told her, and I still try to tell myself no, to believe in you. Believe that you know what it is that you want. And as much as sometimes the path isn't clear, if you keep trying, you know, keep going, you'll figure it out. Because I've come to realize that I figure things out a lot, you know.
Well, sometimes you're forced to.
Yeah.
Would you have told 19-year-old Tanaania that maybe she should have waited a little bit before she went out on her own? That she wasn't really a big woman yet?
I definitely would have told her to wait a little bit. But I do believe, Simone, as much as my ears hard, I'm going to tell you, say God beat me enough time, he makes no mistakes. So that was, again, my lesson. I needed to learn that, listen, sometimes you can wait.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're not ready as you think you are. Sometimes take some telling, make somebody tell you, say, look here, not yet. Not no, you know, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Is hard.
Is hard, man.
Not no. So necessities closes, not necessities, or necessities closes, because you're online now, right?
I'm online now, yeah.
Okay. And you had to, given the nature of how public the business had become, you had to go and address why the store closed down.
Right.
And I heard you say a lot of folks were sending, you know, love to you. Oh, Tanaania, it's so hard to see you close the doors. But for you, that was just the punto final. It was just a full stop, because you had been going through the pain.
Long before.
And the sleepless nights.
So
and
what they saw was really the end of it. I went through all of it before they saw the closing. So a lot of times when people said to me, hey, I know it's hard, I'm like, you wouldn't even understand. I went through the hard. I'm trying to come out of the hard now. Not really swimming, not really sinking, kind of in the middle. Yeah.
Because you were closing not only a business you loved, but a lot of you was wrapped up in
it.
that business and in the relationship as
Right.
well. Okay, so that would have been a pivotal point
Yeah.
in your life.
Yeah.
And when you decided at that point that you had to move forward, what did your outlook look like? Did you even know what was coming next?
No, because Simone, as I said, when I said start over, I mean start over. Zero, nothing, no house, no car, no lover, no nothing. And I was kind of ashamed, so I didn't tell my parents. Again, mom knew, because she's like that.
Like parents usually.
Yeah, they usually know. So she picked up a lot of stuff. I couldn't verbalize it, but she knew. But, I was like, all right then. Can't really show daddy say, I'm come back again, come back me too again. So let's just figure it out.
This time you don't have any money.
This time I don't have
Use
nothing.
bankruptcy.
Flat.
You don't own anything.
Nothing.
And you're starting over. But I think something in you knew you could.
I'm not even sure. Probably no, when I look back. I knew I could, yeah.
But
at
that
the time, I was like, all right, so we're not sure, we'll just try. Trying is clearly my middle name, so we'll try.
And that's one of the reasons that we asked you to come on the show. And the reason why we do this show is because, sometimes you're at a place, Tanaania, and you don't see how you're going to come out of it. Come out of this, how?
Regular.
How? And then one day you're sitting looking back at the place you come out of. And Tanaania came out of it. When we come back, we're going to talk about how she moved from that place where she was starting over to where she is now. Over 100,000 people on her YouTube alone. And I'm telling you, like a community the size of Portmore, when you collate all our pages together, and she's living happily. Well, I think you're living much better place now.
Much better place.
And she'll tell us more about that after this. Soon come. Welcome back, everybody. Back with Tanaania. So you're on your face now, and you're not quite sure what's next. Tell me how you got from there to where you are now.
So, by maybe divine intervention, I met two very funny guys. You know them as Quiet Perry and Rush Cam. And, I think they were kind of on transitional journeys for themselves. So we kind of grouped up and said, all right, let's help each other out. So they poured into me. I poured into them. And Rushane said to me, I think probably you need something stable, even though stable was never really my thing. And he said, let's look for a 9-to-5. And at that same time, Rohan was just starting his YouTube journey, and he said, come in some videos, lift your spirit and stuff like that. And they poured into me. And I think going on YouTube is kind of how persons saw the new me. Because if you didn't know me before that, you'd have thought I'd have just come on the scene fresh, them time that I had turnover, because this is my second life now, Simone. And me and Roshane applied for that job, and that job was at Dream Entertainment. So I applied for a very, low-level position because I had no real confidence in myself and what I could do. But I got offered the position of Dream Weekends brand manager. By this time now, we're on YouTube weekly, we're kind of the it group, the trio, right? Funny, I'm happy, we're living. But
were you happy?
I was happy.
You were happy.
I was happy and I was at peace. As much as I was figuring it out, Simone, like I said, we just learn to cook, wash and do things, pay my light and my rent and, really getting back my independence, right? I was happy. I was laughing loudly. I loved that. I was doing what I wanted to do. I loved that. But, of course, that relationship too was a public one. And, people have a lot to say. And it came to a point where we had to go our separate ways. And I don't think the media helped with it, but we definitely decided that, all right, then probably we should separate and see what we could do on our own. So, see me here now again. Lose everything, come back again, lose our friendship. I said, all right then, what we're going to do now? Stand up on our 2 foot, we have to figure it out. Back again now, nobody to help me this time is me one. And I said to Mommy, Mom, I don't think I could continue on YouTube because I really only did it because, of them. And I was going through a lot of emotions at the time because they were like family to me. So I was torn, you know. They opened a lot of doors for me, and they really, really made me feel like I was, you know, big. Yeah? So I said to her, I don't think I can continue on my own. I only did it because of them. I don't feel that drive anymore. I'd be fake to keep doing it. And she said, do it, man. People them love you. Because I had a channel now at that time, because, you know, they prompted me to do it. They taught me everything, how to edit. See me here now by myself, doing videos on my own. Simone, I don't know what I doing. I never have to take it on by myself before. Cause I remember, you know, I just do nursing, then I sell clothes. See me here now, I do YouTube, don't know nothing. And she said, do it, man. So, you know, I go on YouTube, and I'm like, all right, hi, guys. All I know is tours. I like pretty things. I like fixing up things. So see, I showing in my living room now, not really fixed up, you know, but I'm proud because I know where I'm coming from. I know I'm building, and I feel good, and I want to show you how far I've come. So it felt right, and I did it. People liked it, you know, and that kind of, to me, started my solo journey.
Because it was from appearing in their videos, people said to you, you should start your own.
Yeah. They said start my own. And I
Right.
was like, for what? And they're like, you're funny, man. Start it. People, you know, want to hear what you have to say. You have a story. And I was like, no, I don't have a story. I don't have nothing I want to tell anybody, you know? Because, of course, I was already living a very public life. Everything for me was in the media to me. And I'm like, come again now. If I go willingly give people information, I'm like, not sure, but let's try it. What could I lose? I lost everything already. Let's go all in. We did that.
I'm going to ask you a question. You don't have to answer it.
Okay.
How is that relationship now?
With it's actually, we've mended it. It took us some time, and I have to say that if I had probably let go of a lot of my ego earlier on out, we would have probably mended it before now. But of course, again,
do you know that's a very boss thing to say?
what?
You're owning that.
That I have to let go of my ego? It's true. It is true. I can't tell you when I'm wrong. I know when I'm wrong, and I was wrong.
We're not going to cry.
Don't do it, you know.
I'm not going to cry.
Yeah.
And it makes me emotional only because one of those, I've been talking to one of the trio,
Yeah.
and he would really love to talk to you. And that's all I'm going to tell you. And I would love to see, and I know everybody would love to see you guys just, you know, get back to where you were. And that could be a thing that happens as well as it could not.
Yeah.
But I'm just passing on the message. You said, Sim, if you sit with her, tell her. Rush, I'm passing it on just as you gave it to me.
Thank you.
And I'm passing
I
it on.
appreciate that.
And so now, with all of these folks watching your every move, you said that there are some people from Life One who wanted to just come in and make life miserable for you as you built out your community, who wanted to just make it known that we knew you when. How did you now adjust to rebuilding in such a difficult space? This space that can be so toxic.
I mean, a lot of the times, all right, Instagram, social media, you give them what you want to give them. So if I don't give them certain things, they can't speak on it, which is what I've learned. If I don't want you to talk about it, I won't present it to you. I've decided that my space and my peace is more important to me. So if I need to step back, I'll step back. I'm not gonna do and pour into you if I don't have enough for myself. It sometimes sounds selfish when you say, all right, put yourself first. No, you know, when you talk to people, they're like, put yourself first. What you mean? But it's true. If I am not well, Simone, I can't be well to you. I can't be well to anyone else. So I kind of retreat sometimes. I don't, like I said, I don't give them anything I don't want them to know. And I'm a fan of cartoons. So I could have watched a regular show, but on the regular show, the same things that I'm in life happens on the show. I don't feel an escape. So I'll watch some cartoons, lighten my spirit. I'll sleep, I'll pray, I'll talk to who I need to, and I'll recenter myself till I feel like I can come back out and be me, till I feel well enough to take on life, right? Because I can't keep going if I'm running on E.
Correct. It's a great lesson. Okay, so there are some folks who wanted to send you some love today. So have a look at this, please, Tanaania.
I just wanted to describe you in 3 words. Obviously, boss is one of them, but I'm going to use the word dedicated. I see how you put your all into everything that you do, whether it be your videos or say an office for Cecile. You are generous, you give of your time, you give of your energy, and you are illuminating, which is probably a word more suitable for a lamp. But when you laugh, you light up the room, your smile is infectious, and you are a vibe, honey.
You stand down here and you're there and you want to show yourself love and appreciation and all these things that make you know say right now you no normal. You get me and say you come from the earth of your purpose. Anyway, your purpose not the death of like sit down on the wall. Just your purpose is alright and I go with your journey just a move. I like it. I love to see your growth. I love to see how you move and I saw you do life. I saw you do life. I like that. You get me and say nothing can stop you. You are unstoppable. A go-getter. Yeah, my little sister, and you call me big brother, so I say a word, and I mean enough love from me to you. And from you, me don't know, sir, you just said that to don't help, and I say, boy, I love chat stand, boy, earline back, and boy, you wish me ear up. Put over yourself. Get me out there, because you take, everything come from your heart clean and stuff.
First of all, let me just say I am so very proud of you. Your growth has been inspiring to watch, and thank you for taking me on this journey with you. This whole management thing really started with you saying, come Cassie, you can do this, let's do this. And we've been doing it, and we have done great things, and we'll continue to do great things. And I so look forward to doing those great things. I want to also say thank you for teaching me to say 3 words. I appreciate you. That really has made a difference in my life and for the people around me, and I will forever be grateful to you for that.
I've been following you since you had like 60k followers on Instagram, and Shop Necessities was up and booming, and I thought this girl was a nursing student and she's managing to do all this by herself. I was really proud of you. I'm still really proud of you. I hope you keep doing exciting things on YouTube. It's just the little things that you might do that you don't even know that it inspires and motivates people. And you know, me specifically, I hope you keep taking bomb pics. I hope you keep posting exciting videos, and I hope you just keep doing you. And I'm always gonna keep cheering you on. Keep doing you, girl, and you're doing amazing.
I just would like to say, since we met, you have been a great addition to my life. We've had so many fun moments together. I especially love the fact that when I say, let's shoot, or when I say, Tanaania, I have a crazy idea, you're definitely there for me and support the madness in the name of creativity. You are an awesome person and obviously an overall boss. Your friends love you, your fans love you, and you have lots of support coming from me and from all your followers. One of the things I like about you is the fact that you are very dependable, the fact that you're always there. I admire your strength, I admire your tenacity, and the fact that you always keep going no matter what life obstacles that you may face.
I'm just popping in just to say how immensely proud I am of you for just the woman you've become and just how much you've grown, you know, and what you represent in the online space. You're over there, you're flourishing, you're doing your own thing in your own lane. And I've said this before and I will continue to say this. I saw all these things for you before you even see them for yourself. So I'm just happy that I'm here to see them manifest and just to see you do great things.
I get the opportunity to big you up. I get the opportunity to tell you what I need to tell you when I can't tell you. And that's right now. One love as always, love you. You're a beautiful person on the inside and on the outside. And that's unique. It's unique because a lot of people aren't able to match their inner beauty. You inspire, motivate, always people around you to be better. And that's a good thing to do. You're always at it. You're always striving to do better for yourself. And most of all, making the others around you feel at the same time.
My forever friend Tanaania, you're such an amazing soul. I love you so much. I am so proud of you and all that you're doing. I wish you the best of everything in everything that you do. Keep growing, keep glowing, keep thriving, keep winning. I love you.
I love you, Tanaania.
Hi Tanaania, you know Daddy isn't here right now because he doesn't like the camera, but he sends his best wishes and he loves you. I just want to say that I'm really proud to call you my sister and that I get to witness all of your accomplishments and I have you to look up to.
Hi Tanaania, this is your mommy, your ride or die, yeah. I know I love you from before birth, love you even more. Now, for your 20 odd years on earth, I like your accomplishments and I look forward to seeing you doing much more. Sky's the limit. Girl, you got it. Go.
Tanaania, one love always, love you bad, bad, bad. You know this.
So Tanaania, my love, it's only up from here and I can't wait to see what more content we produce and where our lives will take us.
Personally and professionally, I appreciate you, I love you, and we are in this to win together.
Big up yourself, Tantan. Let's say a word, enough love. Dan say that out.
Simone,
Yes.
why you do that?
It's not me do it. Here's what happened.
Nothing, man. Sure.
You never.
You know me emotional already and I can cry for Jamaica. Can cry, man. Sure.
You and I both. The village strong, eh, man? Strong.
It is.
Yeah. You
I'm
are
thankful.
blessed. You are blessed.
I'm thankful.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at where you're coming from.
Trust me, I'm thankful.
Okay, guys, when we come back, we're going to wrap up this show with Tanaania, who says no. She wakes up most mornings grateful, coming from a different place in her life where she couldn't see clear. So we wrap up the show with her after this break. Welcome back to the show, everybody. As we put a lid on it for tonight. So nursing school came with depression. You say these days you're past the depression, you think?
I think.
Some days a little bit of anxiety.
Yeah.
Which manifests how? Is that when you pull back?
That's when I pull back. It manifests sometimes in me clenching down on my teeth so hard I get a headache. But it's something that's more manageable now. I just go outside. I really look up. I feel the sun. It's the breeze. Trust me. I'm just really grateful to be here.
What are the things that make you anxious these days? Is it the future still or no?
It's still kind of the future, but now I take it one step at a time. I try to forgive myself for a lot of the things that have happened. I know that I'm still a work in progress. I'm still pieces, trying to put myself back together, you know. But with a lot of the love, as you've seen, from my friends, from my family, and just the support from my followers online, I figure it out most days. I just take it one day at a time. I ask questions. I'm not afraid to ask questions. I'm not afraid to ask for help. If I can't figure it out, I pray about it. Sit and think. Sometimes if you listen to your inner voice, you know, it kind of tells you where you need to go and what you need to do. Trust me. Yeah.
I heard you talk about prayer more than once. You told me that faith is really a very key component in your life.
Yes.
And that you've learned that once you sow the seeds, you just need to wait.
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
Based on everything that's happened to me, I've realized that it isn't just luck. It really is hard work. It really is putting my trust in the Creator, knowing that He believes in me and He won't lead me anywhere I'm not supposed to go. It's not blind, you know. I see it a lot of the times. I've witnessed it more than once in my life, I should say, because I've been down and I've been up. And, you know, it's so funny to me because when I think about being down again, I'm not necessarily sad about being down because I know I'll come up again. I am sure of it. That's what it has taught me. That's what life has taught me. That's what faith has taught me. I'll come back up again. I might not know exactly how. I might not know when. I might not know who will help me up. But I know I'll get up.
Because you are built strong. You're built tough. And sometimes we have to go through some really hard things to realize that. Something you say in a lot of your videos, you encourage people to know that it's okay to start over.
Yeah.
One. And two, that it's okay to know that you don't have to be just one thing. And those are two of the key takeaways for me, because a lot of people watching would stay in the nursing all their lives because they're afraid to start over. Or think I can be a nurse, but I can't be a YouTuber, and I can't be a... Those are two things you drill into people, Tanya.
Yes. I believe it strongly, because look at me. Like, look at me. I wear many hats. I've worn many hats, and I'm not afraid. And I always tell people it's okay to try and fail. We don't have a handbook. There's nobody who is telling us, okay, do this or do that. And if you're like me, you want to try it for your own. And sometimes you got bucket too. If you bucket too, you get up back. There are many firsts that I've done. I never know if I cook Simone, I go up on YouTube, I'm telling you it's the first, my fried chicken, me no shame. If it burn, it burn. I have to learn. You understand? And I'm not afraid to show you that you can learn too. There's no shame in it. That's you. We're all imperfect. We're all trying to go through life and figure it out. So what are you really afraid of? People's opinions? People's opinions.
Are you?
No,
not anymore.
Not anymore.
Were you ever?
Yes, it led me astray a lot of times, trying to please other people. Like I said, I was in the backseat of my own life, watching the car drive. I don't know where it's going. I'm just there, but people saying, okay, go left. I know I want to go right, but they must say go left, so I go left. No, take a hold of it. If you need to do something, do it. You have to be true to your own self. There is no way I can go on social media and you post a house and I say, Simone, I need a house. Why? Because you posted a house? If a house is not for me, Simone, and I want to walk up and down for the rest of my life, travel the world, why are you going to get a house? Because Simone post a house? You have to know yourself, know what you want, where you want to go, what you need to do, and figure it out.
And so I asked you how you figure it out in this space,
Yeah.
and how you stay grounded in this space where so many people are looking at you and thinking you're living your life in glamour. And you told me you keep people around you who keep you accountable. So
Yes.
Cassie, your manager,
Yes.
you said there's something that you've asked her to do.
Yes, I've always asked her if she feels like I'm using her, or if I'm taking a step too far, if I am, if I'm not being humble, if I am doing too much, please put me back in line. Because sometimes you need people around you to kind of tell you that, hey, no, that is not it. Not that they're telling you what to do, but they're letting you know that, listen, you need to be more self-aware. Because being self-aware is something that a lot of people need to do, So I've asked her many times, I've said, listen, if you see me going down the wrong path, please, I beg you, don't just sit down and say, well, she's doing whatever she wants to do. No. Said to me, say, I don't think this is it. Let me sit back and say, probably she's right. Let me wheel and come again. Yeah.
Yeah. So you will take the telling.
I will take the telling now.
For the folks who are in this bad place that you've described being in so many times and cannot see their way clear, you said you wanted people to know rain don't fall every day.
Yeah, sun have to shine.
Sun
have to shine. Have to
I'll
shine.
give you the last word with them, Tanaania. A lot of people struggling tonight who would not believe that you, in your privilege, could ever be somebody who has issues or has problems that you have to work through. They don't know how to do it. What say you to them?
I've always seen this quote going around that says, if you're going through hell, keep going. It's true. Why would you stop if you're in hell? Hold up your head. Like I said, if you have to ask question. Sit back, look, think, be true to yourself and say, this is what I want to be. I can come out of this. If you have to take a second, take a second. Pause, re-energize, come back. There is no problem, no issue in failing, no problem, no issue in bucking your toe, no problem, no issue in falling in front of people. People help you when they see you down. You have to be open to taking help. You have to be open to say, listen, I need some help,
And gratitude.
Gratitude.
You wake up
Simone.
most mornings, you say grateful now.
Listen, Simone, that is probably my story now. I am thankful for everything, the up, the down, the middle, because it has brought me here. I am happy. Grateful, Simone. If my outside and rain fall, me glad. If my outside and sun shine, me glad. if me are going at taxi, me say, hi, how are you? How is your day? Me happy. Me will walk. It's fine. You understand? It's okay.
Because you're here.
I'm here. And there's another day. Take it one step at a time. Trust me, we'll figure it out. It will get better.
I'm glad you came.
I'm glad I came too.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Tanaania, you can follow her. She's everywhere. Let's put in her name. T-H-N-H-H-N-H-H. You will find her. And you can follow her and see what she's up to. Thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you for having me.
In this space, really appreciate it. I know it wasn't easy.
Trust me, it was not.
It was so funny when we asked Tanaania to come on the show. She said, you know, this platform is such a big platform. I'm like, you have 500,000.
I know, but you know, because it's a story to tell, and sometimes going back is hard for me.
Yes,
looking back is hard, and I don't want people to take just the sad points. I want you to know that there are high points too.
Which is why I said to you, we're not about the sad parts, we're about how we got over them. And she's here, and she's told us, and she's grateful. Thank you, Tanaania. Closing out tonight with our affirmation. So as season 3 of Sim Soul Sessions ends, tonight our affirmation is about new beginnings and seasons. For to everything in life, there is one. Time to be born, time to die, a time to love, a time to hurt, a time for pain, and a time for happiness. And every single one of us, once we live and once we love, we'll have to experience every single one of those emotions. But all of those emotions, even the darkest and most difficult, can give birth to beautiful new beginnings. And a lot of these new beginnings depend on decisive, deliberate, and often difficult decisions. Hard, but necessary, because indecision takes years off of and removes quality from your life. Life is never perfect, but there is great beauty in imperfection and acknowledging all that we are and that we all are imperfect and that our lives are as well. So let us remind ourselves that like many trucks and other vehicles advertised, we were built to last and we were built to overcome. And folks, we come this way but once, you know. We owe it to ourselves to try to make the best of every single day, to do away from the things that drag us down, to work on choosing the things and people that lift us up. We come this way but once. Let us commit to being brave and to choosing to make the best of our lives, or the rest of our lives, the best of our lives. Tonight we are affirming, I have only one life, but several chances to live it fully. I choose to use every single chance. That is our show for this evening. There's your soul food. That's it for this season. It is hard to imagine that 13 weeks have come and gone just like that. And we are grateful for your loyal viewership and support over these last 3 months and really over the last 3 seasons of this show. I want to say a special thank you to Grace Foods for their partnership and support since our show began in June of last year. I'm so grateful to you. I've also to thank Victoria Mutual Building Society for believing in the work we do here, and also to Digicel for coming on board as well, proving that we are indeed better together. And my prayer is for a new beginning for us in a couple of months for season 4. And we ask that you help us pray so that dream manifests and that we can continue to power this life-changing community right here, the sharing, the healing, and the safe space. So until I see you again, please take care of yourselves, take care of those you love, tell them you love them, and show them every single day. All right, guys, please remember, I wish you every blessing, and remember to count your blessings. Take care. See you in season 4.